Let's talk about the Capricorn New Moon that's arriving this weekend on January 18th. This is the first new moon of the year, and this one is going to set the tone for the entire year ahead. And Capricorn is about change and building stability, and also challenges and lessons and limitations that come with those efforts. And with all that's ahead this year astrologically, along with what we're already seeing happening in the world right now, there's a great probability for more craziness before we can build any real stability. That's why I keep coming back to this simple theme for this new moon. Be prepared, or get prepared, because shit's gonna get real as if it's not already. At the Cancer full moon, I talked about getting a full view of what we're truly ready to commit to nurturing this year. Not just what we want, but what we can realistically sustain and work towards. I talked about listening to your body, your emotions, and your energy to feel into what might need to change or heal or end so that the commitments you're making this year are ones you could actually keep. Because Capricorn asks us, what are you building? And what systems will support it long term? And we can't build something new if we're still carrying what's draining us. And what's draining us should be becoming very clear as we close out this Saturn and Neptune and Pisces business. This moment matters because it's a bridge and a new beginning, a big new beginning. It's a time where our awareness and understanding can shift into action, where we can take intentions and start creating structures and plans around them. This is why I keep hearing that Boy Scout motto, be prepared, but not in a fearful way, in a grounded way, a practical way, because being prepared supports calm. It's also a way of taking some control where we actually have some, rather than worrying and stressing about all the things that we don't have any control over. Astrologically, this new moon is strong and focused. We have the sun and moon at 28 Capricorn with Mercury and Mars also in Capricorn right alongside them. So this creates a very clear message. It's time to start organizing your daily routines, your tasks, your responsibilities, your projects, finances, and long-term goals. You don't have to do it all at once though, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to get started with intention. This is a beautiful moment to take a practical look at your year ahead. Ask yourself, where do I want to commit my time, my energy, my money, my resources? By the way, Mars is exalted in Capricorn, which means he's working great here. He's at his best. Mars gives us real fuel, motivation, momentum, and the ability to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. But I want to reframe what accomplishment looks like right now, because you don't have to finish everything. Even creating an outline or a list of to-dos or some personal guidelines for yourself, these all count. Progress to me now looks like preparation. Saturn in Pisces is forming a supportive sextile to this new moon alongside Neptune, and this is subtle but powerful. It brings opportunities to build inner strength and authority, trust, and self-awareness that can support you across all areas of life. I'll give you some examples. Your health and healing. So maybe it's time to get back to the gym or your workout routines. Maybe you need an accountability partner to keep you on track. I just started that, walking every day, and I have an accountability partner. You might also start a healing journey, home and family. Maybe organizing your schedules and your responsibilities so you're sharing the load and ensuring everyone is set up for success. I just put all my son's baseball games on the calendar so I can plan my goals around being at those, because being present and supporting him is as important to me as anything else. It also brings me a ton of joy to watch him play. Your finances, review your bills and budgets and see what extra things you maybe want to budget for or need to budget for. Your relationships, maybe it's time to recommit or make changes to secure longevity and productivity in your connections, partnerships, and relationships. As far as maybe career or creative work, Consider where you can make time for your calling or your creative projects that don't just support business, but bring well-being and maybe even some joy too. At the same time, Uranus retrograde in Taurus is also connected here. It's forming strong, supportive aspects to Saturn and the new moon. This tells me also that we need to expect unexpected news or surprise developments, personally and collectively. This also means plans maybe change or shift. Something could happen or be revealed that causes you to change your mind. Something in the world could also happen that shifts your focus, or your life direction entirely, or your sense of purpose, or maybe inspire a new mission. And rather than seeing this as destabilizing, see it as a reminder that we can't control everything, but we can be prepared for anything to the best of our ability. So what's especially amazing and supportive here to me is that all of these planets are working together in harmony. This is good and hopeful. It can open doors. It can bring great opportunities and possibilities that may not look like what we expected, but over time, with our engagement and effort, can lead to greater stability, security, abundance, and success. Also, Venus, fresh off her being reborn in Capricorn through the Cazimi with the Sun, moves into Aquarius a couple days before this new moon and heads into a meetup with Pluto. This is sudden feminine power converging, but it can also spark powerful shifts for everyone in relationships, group collaborations, mutual goals, and shared values. Unexpected connections can appear, so be prepared, or something may suddenly come to an end, which ultimately frees you up to pursue something more aligned. All this energy too is reporting back to Saturn and Uranus, which makes this moment, this new moon, both groundbreaking and revolutionary. So, long story short, my humble advice for this new moon is simple. Adopt the motto, be prepared. Get your life in order where you can. Clean up what feels heavy or outdated. Start on things that truly matter to you, even if you can only take one small step. Because the cosmos are clearly saying, it's time, you're ready, and we've got your back. And keep this in mind if it helps. Preparation now builds resilience for later. Take advantage of this new moon to plant intentional seeds in your life and for your legacy in your own unique way. And maybe in this moment, you finally allow yourself to explore a new passion or purpose or cause that's been quietly calling you because you want to make a difference somehow, some way, in your own life, in the community you live in, or the world. This is how we all build our future together and a reality we can all actually live inside of. Hopefully we can come together and make that happen. So let's work together, care for each other, support each other, friends. Take care, and many Capricorn New Moon blessings.